Howdy, Possum Patty here, and it's Flip Through Friday. And which journal am I going to pick today? I'm working on reorganizing my shelf, and I moved my first 5 junk journals over here and I put them together. And I've already flipped through all of those. And then next to them I have my 2 travel style, and I flipped through those together, and my first very chunky altered composition notebook, and I did that flip. And this was my fall from a couple years ago that I finished up, and I flipped that. And my gnome journal is here. I'm still working on that. And this big space is for my Christmas in July journal that I have to work on. So the only one up here that I did not flip was this notebook that was gifted to me by Rosa at Sun and Moon Arts. So I'm going to flip this one today. And then down here, I have my Trashy that I'm working on. I have my HP sort of Halloween journal or fun journaling that I'm working on. And right here is a collection of little golden books. Now I'm going to put this one together and be working on this one because it's the colors of winter. And then I also want to work on this one, which is I Love You Grandma. And this will be, oops, those are for my gingerbread journal. And then in the spring I'll be working on this one about Easter and the wonders of nature. So these 2 will be my spring golden books, and these 2 I'm going to start working on in the winter, but I'm going to be working on those in a different video. I have a couple little journals here that I made I'll probably give away, and then I have my Chinese glue book, which I may work on this winter also. So right now I have the gingerbread, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I'm working on. 5 in progress. And then I have 4 more over here that I want to work on. So that's lots of journals. Now I love this with the whole ocean diorama on the front cover. It has a real seahorse, a real seagull feather, a postcard from New Brunswick, excuse me. There's a razor clam and some little shells, some sea glass, a little bit of seaweed, a tiny little mermaid in there, and a stone from the beach, and some glitter, and some more seashells down here in the corner. And I did make this for the other journal, the other composition notebook, but it was just too chunky. Chunky. So this one I just had to alter it a little bit and take it out because, you know, I was afraid I'm going to split the spine on this one. So it wound up on the cover of this one. Now, if you're new to my channel, I did make a video about all of these pages, and I can list that playlist below. And I didn't do anything else to the rest of the cover because I thought it had a very beachy vibe to it already, and it went well with what I put on there. And the word is extraordinary. I added some paper to the inside. I called this journal Sandy Toes and Salted Kisses. Salted because I love salted caramel ice cream in the summertime. So this is a summer journal. I started it in June over here. The first watermelon of the season, heat wave, which means in New England 3 days of 90 degrees or more. And I have this watermelon from a calendar. I have a watermelon sticker, another watermelon sticker, another watermelon sticker. So one of these was the first one. And then the next couple of watermelons I got, I just stuck on more stickers, a Dollar Tree summer kind of puffy sticker, and another few here with little pieces of watermelon. In this book, this is a notebook. I did glue several pages together and put a little washi tape along the edge. And here is my sister and myself down at the beach with our toes in the water. And that day we found a sand sculpture that looked like a naked lady lying down on the beach. And the cat is on my shoulder and she wants to put her claws on my neck. Don't do that. Come on, stop. And I used some watercolors to paint what it looked like. And I used a little bit of yarn for the hair, and I got some puffy stickers and some buttons. And I saw a Baltimore Oriole down on Route 169. Some more buttons, just some fun background paper. I got a little ladybug down here. And these are die cuts. Just very pretty summer colors. Very festive. This I cut out of a magazine or a book. And then I did a What's in My Yard on June 10th. I did some nature journaling. I saw some whitetail and green pond hawk dragonflies. And a click-a-beetle. And some toads in the yard and some blue-eyed grass. So these pictures were all taken from books. And this page has material on the background and some pink polka dotted ribbon with a little button up there. Nice summer colors again. This was a stamp I got, a sunflower stamp, and I colored it in. Put a little dragonfly sticker, a little march of ants up the side on some more pink ribbon. And this is a pocket. I used this color because it goes nice with this material in the background. There's a page from a book and a little sunflower sticker. I made a tag, put some festive yarn on there, and on the back a little bit of information about carpenter ants. And on June 9th we had some big black ants in the house. So you got to be careful about getting the ants in the house, especially if they're carpenter ants. So that goes right there in the pocket. And this was another fun page to do. I have more material in the background. This is kind of a kente cloth material. And I put this blue glitter ribbon, I put this black glitter ribbon. Add that to the page, and this is an old picture of the National Zoo and an old picture of my niece with her little leopard print on. And I put a little giraffe sticker there. And I did some cutouts from some security envelopes all around. And my son with a little giraffe over here is an old picture. And another picture of a giraffe. This one, my son, I think actually took this picture. And just some more cutouts. And this is a little giraffe print heart from some stickers. I got another little giraffe print heart up there. Just some old memories. This is from a pizza box. And this is an old picture of my grandma in Pisa, Italy. And we went to eat pizza on June 12th, and it was the first time we got to dine in this pizza restaurant in over a year. And I thought it's fascinating that ZA is actually a Scrabble word, za. You can use this in Scrabble. And it's short for pizza. Now, we never call pizza za, but it's a Scrabble word. And here's a picture of a pizza I put on there. I think this is from a frozen pizza box, dairy-free, gluten-free pizza, looks like. And I did some stamping in the background, some printing on this material. And if you go to the playlist, you can see all what went into making this page. And here I did a princess page, and this is how I am connected, not related, but connected through marriage to Prince Charles. And so I have a picture of myself as a queen. This was taken at the Big Eve Fair, I believe, a couple years ago. Gave myself a little festive crown. I put it on some sparkly paper. And this was from a set called Princess, I believe. Some fabric for felt flowers there with some bling bling in the middle. Kitty's in my lap. This giant rainbow ribbon goes nice with this rainbow background paper. And I wrote my father's great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather's brother's son, Moses Stanley, married Princess Di's great-great-great-great-great-grandfather's sister, Eunice Strong. So we are related only by one marriage to Diana, but by 2 marriages over to Prince Charles. And I have this fun llama ribbon from the Dollar Tree around the edge. And I have another princess card on this side. It just says happy. And in the pocket is a rainbow and a picture of our old camper at Wolf's Den campground that's here in Connecticut. Lots of rainbow on this. And I don't know what this ribbon was from. I wonder if the cat pulled this off or something. Alright, I'll have to figure that out. And this is from a calendar, a picture of a plate. And I have more material in the background here with some ribbon and some lace trim. Well, I was really into material, I guess, this month. Really pretty background. My son's birthday. Festive ribbon up here to go with all these different colors. Oh, I know. I use this strawberry material because in June, that's when we go strawberry picking, and my daughter-in-law made him the strawberry cake with the fresh strawberries on it, so I gave him the strawberry background. And this side I put some more of these plates and bowls from my old calendar, and a picture of the Quaker Oats guy. And this little card is a picture of my sister. I think she looks like Holly Hobby. I think it's a Halloween costume. I put blueberries and strawberries in the spring. I think that's strawberry shortcake, but I think she was supposed to be Holly Hobby. Holly Hobby? And a sticker with strawberries on it. And this is from a box of strawberries, Driscoll's strawberries. And this is a little pocket. And if I can get it open, whoop, there they are on the inside. I'm picking the strawberries. And I got little hearts on there. Goes in this little tuck I made. Some more of that ribbon and trim along the side. I used pinking shears to crimple the edge. And these 2 pages are about Robin Hood. And this was, if I can get it out. Wow, that's really stuck in there. Okay, stand by. I see what I did. I put some Mod Podge on top of this photo. This is a photo of my father in Alexandria, Virginia. For some reason dressed as Robin Hood. I have no idea why. But I have this folder of Robin Hood things from a souvenir that one of my students brought back to me when she went to Sherwood Forest. And so I've got to take some baby powder and see if I can open this. Put a little bit on here. Whoops, that's a little bit more than a little bit, isn't it? Rub it in, brush it off. Cat just stole an elastic off the table. I had to take it from her so she doesn't swallow it, choke on it. Alright, so I rubbed it with some baby powder. And I will put it in that way. And this is a postcard from Sherwood Forest. This is the oak often used by Robin Hood and his merry men to hide from their enemies. Circumference is 64 feet and it's about 1,500 years old. The major oak in Sherwood Forest, Nottinghamshire. So I will put that back in there. Whoop. And on this side I just have, this is pretty slick too, the guide. I think this is the cover from the guide. And I did add, oh, I sewed this on before I glued this down. This ribbon, leaf ribbon, because it reminded me of the forest. Make sure that's not stuck in there. And here is a story about my grandfather building the house in Ridgefield. He took a very old house and he redid the whole house. He restored the whole house. It's a very pre-Civil War house. It was a cobbler shop at one time. I have some pages from a really old book in the background. House was built in 1732. Wow. This is what it looked like in the 1950s, and this is what it looked like in 1961 before it was even finished. But quite a difference. And the story, when the reporter went to interview my grandfather about restoring this house, he was talking about how my grandfather was running up and down the ladders without even using his hands, standing on the floor. You know, he just, balance must have been really, really good. I have these foil stickers from the Dollar Tree on there. There's some mushrooms in June, tan lawn mushrooms. And also I have some baby ferns growing. This is a Edith Holden page, Toadstools. This is Edith Holden June. I did some journaling here about the wrens. Oh, this is the wrens were building a nest in a bird box we had put up, birdhouse. And then Mr. Possum thought there was too many sticks in there, so he emptied it out, and so they had to work really hard to put the sticks back in again. And here's a picture of my friend Monica when we were scuba diving. And a picture of me scuba diving. And these are from the Dollar Tree. And I got a little turtle here. The mermaid's riding on the turtle. I got a seahorse, a shell. I put a couple of half-round pearls on there. Just a fun summer page. It looks like he's screaming and running away from this crab over here. And a picture of the boy buried in the sand and playing in the sand. Just some fun summer memories from many, many, many years ago. And I did a fabric flip life cycle of a butterfly. And I cut this out of a brochure or book or something about butterflies. And this is about the monarch butterflies, because I had transplanted some milkweed, because that's what they like, into the yard, and it grew fine for a while, and then something came and ate it. And I was really surprised because it has all that milky sap in it. And I didn't know creatures really like to eat milkweed, but they did. And I had a good lavender harvest this year, and I watercolored a branch of my lavender. I have some nice purple paper. I used my fancy scissors. I sprinkled it. I put some lace and some ribbon and a little purple butterfly. I love this page. I think it's very pretty. Came out nice. And this was just a memory page, I think. Oh no, friends of ours went to Alaska and sent us this card. And so I had this old paper here with some old cars. And then this is when Mr. Possum and I went to Alaska, 2004. So this is our friends in Alaska, and this is us in Alaska. And then just a pirate page from an old book, a Halloween picture of my son dressed as a pirate. I don't know why that's in there. You can never tell what I'm going to journal about. And this is a picture of my son collecting the first egg from when we had chickens when he was little. I have some jelly printed paper on the back, a feather and some ribbon, and a tag from rotisserie chicken, which is my favorite. And then I put a picture of these two little chickens inside the, it's part of the tag that comes around the chicken. And this whole background is jelly print paper. And so is this side. Pages inspired by watching the chickens down the lane in the compost pile. So this is from wallpaper. And this is a picture of my chickens from many years ago. Just a little feather up here. Little decoration there. And this is, we went out to eat at the deli. And this is from my mom's birthday party a few years back. It was a taxi cab. We went to New York style deli for lunch. Not in New York, but New York style. And then we went to the Newgate prison in Connecticut. Did my journaling on the card here. Got some rocks there. Copper from the copper mine. You can buy rocks in the rock shop. So it was a prison, but they had a copper mine, and the prisoners had to go down in the copper mine and work in the copper mine. And it was called Newgate, but the symbol was keys, so I used this scrapbook paper that had keys on it. And let's see, on my deck was a red start. And I have never seen a red start before in my life. I mean, I've seen them in books, but I had never seen one. And here it was sitting on my back deck on the railing. I have some nice, I think this is scrapbooking paper here, and some ribbons, festive ribbons, some bling bling from the Dollar Tree, of course. And this is the back cover, and this is an ice cream page. So we start off with my sandy toes at the beach with my sister, and I end up with my salted caramel chip ice cream at the back. There's a flower I made from inky Yupo paper. You splash ink on Yupo paper, you can make this paper. Dollar Tree flamingo. It's supposed to look like an ice cream cone. And these are supposed to be the scoops of ice cream. So that's it. This is my summer journal from 2021. Some memories, some journaling, some nature, some art. Like I said, I like to cosmic smash in my journals. I did a lot of printing in this book, printing and material and die cutting. Oh, I did a lot. I put a lot into my journals for sure. All right, so thank you for coming along on this Friday flip through. Much appreciated. Happy junk journaling. Bye-bye now.